So now I'm being joined by Thomas. Thomas, thank you for coming on and having a chat with me. Before we delve into the questions, could you just give our viewers at home a bit of background on yourself?
Sure. Thanks, Mac. It's a pleasure being here with you. My name is Thomas John, and I'm Vice President for Five9 Partners here in EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Excellent stuff. So, keeping you busy, lots of stuff going on at the moment. I'm curious to understand from your perspective then, dealing in all those markets, what is the current state of the market and what kind of trends are you seeing?
Yeah, great question. It's really exciting for us, Max.
Yeah.
This moment has been a long time in the making.
Nice.
It's technically known as an inflection point when you've got a migration from one form of technology to the cloud. Mm-hmm. And so cloud now is perfect, as you're aware, we just said it.
Yeah.
The pandemic has kind of been a secular tailwind where people recognize I really need a cloud strategy and who can I trust with that. So for us, it's at Five9, it's a really exciting time.
Excellent stuff. So when you're seeing that kind of cloud adoption coming in, it's been a conversation that we've been having for many years and it's accelerated over the past year or so. What are the main kind of points, the pain points that people are finding in the organization that they're wanting to go to that next step?
So one of them is flexibility.
Yeah.
So sometimes I now use the retail market as the best industry to exemplify this.
Yeah.
They don't need 1,000 seats all the way through the year. It's probably just at Christmas. Mm-hmm. You got these peaks and troughs during the year, and therefore they want to pay for what they use. So that flexibility to do that, well, the cloud makes that available.
Yeah.
And I would also add feature-rich future functionality. So cloud is about innovation.
Yeah.
And innovation means, do we have the technology out there to cater for the generation who, by the way, use it in their personal life?
Yes.
They use Siri, so their expectations is, well, why can't I do that when I call a contact center?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's the way I'd answer that question.
Nice. No, I think that's the best way to kind of approach it. And I'm curious what other trends you're seeing, not only from the technology standpoint, but a worker standpoint as well. How are you kind of addressing and seeing those issues?
Sure. So one of the trends we are seeing is that AI, so artificial intelligence, because the technology is out there,
Yeah.
but how do you implement that into the contact center? So we have intelligent virtual agent. Now, that doesn't replace the human.
No.
It augments the interaction for the human to provide a better customer service. So that's
Yeah.
a trend we're definitely seeing as an uptick. We're also seeing gamification, Max,
Yes.
really increase.
Yeah.
And we mentioned mental health when me and you were doing a warm-up.
Yeah.
That's close to my heart, and I'm sure yours.
Yeah.
We have an agent now who firstly is sent home to work alone, isolated, and probably taking complaints the whole day.
Yeah.
So if we gamify their world, well, that's a generation, by the way, who are video gamers.
Yeah.
You've suddenly got them more engaged, more motivated, and actually rewarded. So they collect coins, and the coins mean rewards, such as Apple phones and iBooks and so on and so forth. And what we're seeing is a radical change in behavior with the agent.
Amazing.
And guess what that means? In a primary level,
Yeah.
happy agent, happy customer service.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic to hear. It's so important having that mental health conversation, especially as you said, workers going home very isolated, don't have that kind of environment of support. So it's great to kind of hear that coming from you and how that's kind of building up going forward. So just to kind of wrap up, I'm curious in terms of what else Five9 is doing, what you're excited about, what you kind of want to shout about.
Yeah, so in an inflection point market, we're very excited about growth.
Yeah.
I mean, we've stopped evangelizing cloud. The message is out there and the decision makers have made their decision. So now we're investing in route to markets across Europe, Middle East and Africa.
Yeah.
Max, we've grown from, I would say, 4 employees when I joined 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're just now on employee 112, of which 60 were hired in the last 6 months.
Amazing.
So it's pretty much rocket ship growth
Yeah.
based on the inflection point I mentioned. So all very exciting. And challenging,
Yeah.
but these things are rewarding. So
Exactly.
phenomenal place to be in, space to be working.
Perfect. Well, they're keeping you on your toes, and I appreciate you talking to me today and giving your insights. So thank you very much.
You got it. I enjoyed it.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Tom.
mate.